Hey guys, welcome back to another deck profile. Today we have Trickstar because it's actually a sleeper deck this format. I've went 5-0 in my most recent locals. I'm currently 15-1 in 4 locals. So the deck isn't a fluke. I'm not playing against absolutely terrible decks. I'm playing against some of the meta contenders. And yeah, here's my list. 3 Candina, 2 Licorice, 1 Libra, 1 Corobane. Bare bones, you don't change it. Don't cut the bell, you will regret it because it is such an OTK machine. We do play a small dogmatical engine, so we play 1 Ecclesia. For the hand traps, you play 3 Nib, 3 Drow. Drow you play in Trickstar all the time because of the reincarnation combos. Nib is just a nice all-round hand trap for the combos decks in the format. Then for the bricks in the deck, we play both DP and Scythe. Scythe wins games by himself. DP is also a very strong card, which the deck can take pretty decent advantage of. Then field spells, we play a lot. 2 light stage, 3 mine. Don't scoff when you see mine because you need to play it in this deck. Yeah, it slows your opponent's tempo down to your pace, so then the burn really does matter in that situation, as well as it's a nice equalizer when you go in second because the deck does struggle going second. And then to partner it all up, we have 3 more ways to get into field spells. Yeah, don't really have much to say about that. You can play Demise of a Land. I was for 1 of the locals, I think, or 2 of the locals. It works well, but it's okay. I can't really say much more or less on that. 2 Fusion Destiny because it's only at 2, but it's such a powerhouse of a card. So I'm proxying these 3 cards here. They're meant to be Pot of Prosperity. Extravagance doesn't really work in this deck. Prosperity is such a better card. I was borrowing for the locals, so I'm getting the results off of playing that card. 2 Needed Servant. Absolutely amazing. Search your Ecclesia, but you don't really care about that. You do care about more sending the stuff in the extra deck as a extra deck toolbox. 1 called by because we can dodge Vela and Imperm, but we can't dodge Ash. We got 3 Reincarnation because it's one of the best cards in the deck, as well as Reincarnation Draw is a very disgusting combo. Play 2 Sanctum with the 1 Trap Trick because I've had it where you still have 3 copies of Sanctum, but this can also be a copy of Reincarnation or Punishment, as well as it's nice to have a bit of versatility in the deck. And if you Trap Trick, then you have no dead copies of this in your deck. And then lastly, we've got 2 Punishment. You always side out 1 when you go in second. It's just one of them things. I think that's 41 cards or 42. I'm not too sure. Play Pankratops, 2 Godala, 2 Sidra. Pankratops is really strong going second. This deck struggles to out anything bigger than 1800, so Pank is in there for that, as well as Godala get a threat off the field to then deal with it in ways like DPE or say Intis off of a Nadir, or just send a Poppet with Punishment. And then Sidra is there for things like Sky Striker, Towers, anything like that, because you can just fuse off. And against things like Therion, if you summon Sidra, it threatens the field because Fortress can do machines, so it's really strong in that sense. So for back row hate, we got the 1 Duster because it's really good, 3 Cosmic, and then 3 Evenly. This deck can struggle against slower control back row decks, even when we have light stage to start taking away the back row, but this is a nice way just to clean up the field. Light stage will be enough for you game 1 most of the time. And then lastly, we got the 3 Super Volley because we have space in the extra deck for the fusion targets, as well as Despia is about. Yeah, extra deck got one of the only link monsters you summon in this deck, Holly Angel. Is nice OTK machine, more or less. It gets you that extra damage in, as well as it can get pretty beefy when you using all the effects. For Jeep, to send it off in the Deer to get a mulligan for a card. 2 generic link 2s. Cross Sheep's in there as a thought of, if I summon DP to its zone during my opponent's standby phase, then I can trigger it to get a Licorice back, or to get a Lilybell or Candina back. It's just nice recursion in that sense. It's never came up, but if it does, it can be beneficial. Dagda's in there just in case I need to Cypher them again with the DP. So Super Poly targets, we got Star Venom and Mud Dragon. This would be a Dragon Spelia, I just don't know where mine is. Got it. And the Tis, I would play 2, I just don't know where the second one is. Predapon Chimera Flasia, very strong card. You send it off with Nadir or Punishment to then search your Fusion Destiny or Super Poly during the next standby phase. Got the Cyber Dragon Fusions just to clear up the field when we're going second. Got the main man himself, DPE. Very strong card, absolute powerhouse, and it means that this deck has a lot more power behind it. We also play the Agnista Pegasus as again Nadir target. Nice to have just for a bit of as a cushion, more or less. And then just a basic Zeus package. You can literally put any rank 4 in here to go into Zeus. It's just pick your poison at the end of the day. So yeah, that was the deck profile, very quick. Again, with like 41 or 42 cards. Not much I'll change with the list. May play Ash over Nib, depending on the format. So the matchups were round 1 against Sword Soul, round 2 against Sky Striker, round 3 against Dinomorphia, round 4 against Live Twin, and round 5 was against DDD. Yeah, over the 16 rounds, only lost 1 match, and that was due to having a subpar hand around game 1. He opens up Lightning Storm and full Agnista combo to OTK me. Game 2, I open up everything. I got Sanctum, Reincarnation, Draw in hand, DP on field. He opens Lightning Storm, so I chain Reincarnation. He chains Droplet, I chain Sanctum, so he has to negate the Scythe with a Droplet. Then off the cards he draws. I try and draw, he goes Cooled by. Then on open game state he goes Imperm for my DPE, and then he normal summons Red Agnista. So he literally drew into a perfect 3 cards off that Reincarnation, and I couldn't really do much else. So that was the only loss, so it's just unlucky, but to me this deck has put in a lot of work, and it's pretty decent, this format, in all honesty. So let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you want to have any sort of other insights on my side and strategies or anything like that with the deck. Drop it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.